Blissful Temple, Guhuai's residence. Humph, it was quite a good haul. The reward for the quest plus what I've collected myself is over 3,500 origin points. I'm not short of life-saving techniques, and the Finger of Flowery Swords is better in terms of lethality than the 8 difficulties demonic technique, so I should upgrade it to level 5 first. I don't believe that I can't meet the requirements now that I'm back in the main world. Shit, how come I still don't meet the requirements? Just what is missing? If the Finger of Flowery Swords is a no-go, then I'll just upgrade the 8 difficulties demonic technique to level 5. Qin Huang must have been at level 5 of the 8 difficulties demonic technique. And it took him 3 years of being utterly humiliated in the Xia family in order to reach it. I initially thought I could just skip this unavoidable hurdle to fully master it by using the system, but now it seems like that won't work. Level 5 of the Finger of Flowery Sword should be at the innate realm level, so is it possible that the system can't help me traverse major realms, and I have to break through to the innate realm on my own first before I can continue upgrading it? So how do I upgrade the Finger of Flowery Swords to the innate realm? I vaguely remember that one can't just purely rely on closed-door cultivation. The manuscripts in the Sutra Pavilion just briefly mention this, and basically say nothing about how to break through. I thought it was just going to be a matter of course, but now it seems that's not the case at all. What a load of crap. I'll just ask Miss Matriarch when I get back. I'll let Cyane out and ruffle her up a bit to calm my mood. The world is a tough place, and the only thing I have left to comfort me are these bird feathers in my hands. I really want to go home. My lord, you look really depressed. Esteemed nephew, have already you washed up? Auntie hasn't tried her new technique with you yet. Hurry, and let me come in. Lu Qingmei is here. Cyane, return to my forehead for now. Be careful, my lord. Esteemed nephew, I've kept you waiting, Aunt. I've long been respectfully looking forward to receiving you. Let Auntie take a good look at your face. 8 difficulties demons technique. Association with the unbeloved difficulty, despised by gods and demons like. Aunt? Why the sudden change of face? Is my face not attractive enough for you, Aunt? She would probably kill me if I had the despised by gods and demons alike trait turned on at full power. So I need to strike a balance between not being killed and making her feel sick enough to lose her sexual interest. Luckily, with the 8 difficulties demonic technique at level 4, I'm able to freely control the intensity of the despised by gods and demons alike. The night is long, so why isn't Aunt seizing the moment and remaining motionless? I'll monitor her reaction and adjust the output level according to the situation. Esteemed nephew, didn't you wash up? Why does it feel like something is wrong? What are you saying, Aunt? I burned incense, taken a bath, and wore city clothes, just to give you a wonderful experience. Aunt, why don't you come closer and find out for yourself whether your nephew smells good or not? Let us just forget about it. Esteemed nephew, I have some other important business to discuss with you. Why do I suddenly feel that Xia Yan's face is not only tasteless, but also making me want to slap him? This is so bizarre. Alright, I won't force you. Please have a seat, Aunt. I finally don't have to have sex with this old hag. Long live the despised by gods and demons alike. Esteemed nephew, now that you have taken Xia Yan's identity, how do you intend to handle Bai Suyuan? That woman is too much of an eyesore. I don't want her to live for even a moment longer. Aunt, don't be impatient. It's better to be cautious until you have complete control over the blissful temple. After all, the throne is just within reach, and we have been planning this for so long that we can't afford to make the slightest mistake. I'll keep Bai Suyuan and the Maching sect in check, and when Aunt becomes High Priestess, you can handle Bai Suyuan however you see fit. If everything proceeds without incident, I'll be able to use Xia Yan's identity to poke around inside the Maching sect when Anne ascends to the position, and perhaps even learn their secret martial arts. As expected of my esteemed nephew. Your brain is so witty. I don't want to talk about that woman, Bai Suyuan, anymore, but Auntie has other things I would like to discuss with you at length. Aunt, what else do you want to talk about? Holy shit, this woman is still this eager for my flesh? No way. I'm going to reactivate the despised by gods and demons alike. Can you guess? Esteemed nephew, I've been totally devoted to you and your father, and have always ripped open my heart to show you all of my innermost intentions. What's that? A key item? This is a letter from Su-min to me. When I still didn't know your father, I had a casual relationship with him. Ever since I've been with your father, I've been trying to figure out how to tell him about it, seeing as how Su-min and your father are in such sharp opposition. If I were to continue hiding it, and your father found out about it, it would create a massive rift between us, so it would be better to make everything clear. After thinking about it for some time, I would like to ask you to put in a good word for me in front of your father. I'm just a dainty and delicate woman, so if you put this in another perspective for him, I'm sure he won't mind taking a woman who was once Su-min's. Jesus, Su-min is one of the top experts in the Shima sect, and is said to be vying with Ge-yi for the right to succeed the position of sect master. This Lu Qingmei really has a wish to plunge the whole world into chaos. Although Su-min is a deadly serious individual, he's quite vulgar in private, and writes love letters to me with all kinds of foul language. Would you like to read it aloud, esteemed nephew? Come to bed with me, and read it for your auntie. Aunt, it's getting late, cold and dewy outside. You should be heading back. Stinky brat, since when do I wish to see your ugly face? If Lu Qingmei wants to show her devotion to Ge-yi, then she should just do so. What's the point in her persistently banging his son? How vulgar. Never mind, Sayani, go deliver a message to Bai Suyuan. I need to meet with her to sort out this latest hideous mess. Okay, I'll get right on it, Ku. I'll write it on a little piece of paper for you to take to her. Don't swallow it. Ouch, okay. Outskirts of the city of Datong, Octagonal Pavilion. What are you looking at, Hall Master Bai? It's not like anyone else but me would come. Just what kind of technique did the magical dignified prince use? As soon as I got back to my room, I saw the message you left for me, yet no one had come to my room. What matters is that we have a way to communicate effectively. Don't worry about the details. I'm here to inform you that there's been an unforeseen development in our operation, and that the person who will lure Lu Qingmei has been exchanged with someone else. Exchanged? Let's not even mention whether or not Lu Qingmei will take the bait with how deceitful and paranoid she is. Yet, who else but me can lure her into the Datong auction house? There's no need for you to worry about that. I already have the best person for the job, and it will definitely be more effective than you doing it yourself. You should be happy that you don't have to take any risks. Big sis, you've been completely sold out, yet you're still thinking about scamming others? Everything else will more or less remain unchanged. You can head back. Why does my mind feel so unsettled? I have a bad premonition about this. Bai Suyuan is taken care of, so I'll go see Heaven 3 and 5 next. After all this wandering around in circles, you still want to kill Lu Qingmei? Since you're the one who said so, then go ahead and kill her, Earth Guardian. It doesn't matter to me. If things go according to plan, you won't need to do anything. The Maching sect and Bai Suyuan will take care of her. All you have to do is guard the entrance, and not let her escape. Very well, after all, this is my home turf. So you needn't worry in the least, Earth Guardian. I'll leave it to you to keep watch and notify you when the time comes. Although Heaven 3 is tall and stoutly built, he's a pretty good pipa player. Does Lord Xiaoyan want to hear the pipa? I can learn how to play it. No need. I certainly wouldn't want my mind to be filled with exceedingly unpleasant noise. You're going too far, my lord. Perhaps I'm exceptionally gifted, and can play it even better than that tall and stoutly built man. I wouldn't want to listen to you even then. Having won Heaven 3 is more than enough. Meanwhile, outside of the Blissful Temple. At long last, I've arrived at the Blissful Temple. I don't know if my son, Huayu, will manage to use Lu Qingmei to have the Blissful Temple in the palm of his hand, but if he succeeds, he will be able to help me vie for the position of sect master of the Shima sect. The next day, there's an auction about to be held in the city of Datong, and it's rumored that there will be priceless and exotic treasures from all over the world. Did you know about this, Aunt? No, I didn't. Why, my esteemed nephew? Do you want to? I'd like to invite Aunt to go out on a relaxing outing. If we find anything that meets your tastes, I'll present it to you as a gift. It will be my way of expressing my affection. Very well, I'll go and have a look when the time comes. But since you want to express your affection, There are quite a number of ways you could express your affection for your aunt. Hee hee hee. I'm not sure what happened yesterday, but it's clear now that the more I look at this face, the wetter I get. Why don't you take a closer look, aunt? You? I seem to be in some discomfort. Esteemed nephew, from now on, you should use this face less often to come see me. I don't know why, but this Xie Yan's appearance always makes me feel disgusted. It's quite odd. Ain energy summons talisman from your sect. Why is someone from the Shinma sect coming at this time? Esteemed nephew, your old man has come out of seclusion early, and has arrived in the vicinity of the blissful temple. Hurry and follow me down the mountain to go see him. Aunt, as soon as my father ended his closed-door cultivation, he came straight to find you, off SEO, so it appears he greatly wishes to see you. Holy shit, Goody is here? Nothing pisses me off more than things like this when the plan goes awry at the last minute. With two innate realm experts working together, particularly when one of them, Gui, is among the best of those experts, going ahead with the original plan would likely end in disaster. It seems I'll have to change things up a bit. How come you're jealous of your own father, esteemed nephew? Heh, is it a big deal if the three of us have a threesome tonight? That's a great idea, but since father came all the way here, I'd like to give him a pleasant surprise as his son. So how about this? Very well, hee hee hee. Why do I feel like my esteemed nephew has become tasty again? Town of Sunhuan, secondary monastery of the blissful temple. How come you are the only one here, Chi Mei? Where is Yu? Deputy Patriarch of the Shinma sect, Gui. Asking about your son as soon as I showed up. Why don't you think more about me instead? It's been quite a while. Your childish temper is getting increasingly lovely. It's because you two have spoiled me. But speaking of my esteemed nephew, he said he had a pleasant surprise for you and wouldn't show up until later. Oh! Just what does that rotten brat have in store? Would you like to know what the surprise is? Tell me something nice, and I'll tell you. Gui is really not concerned at all about doing Lu Chi Mei together with his son. What a messy relationship. Restrain yourself a bit, Chi Mei. I still have something else to ask you. How is Yu's martial arts progressing? Dear Gu, if you want to ask me something, then just do so, but do you know where your hands are? It's you who should restrain yourself. But at the same time, he also demonstrates that he doesn't have much affection for Lu Qingmei, and is merely riding the bus, which makes things much easier. Otherwise, when a man wants to use the bus for private use, he will certainly have the desire to monopolize it, and in no way will he have the same attitude that Gui is displaying now. Poor Lu Qingmei doesn't understand men. She really thinks she has the Ji family in her thrall. Who's snooping around? You're asking to die. Father, don't do it. It's me, your dear son, Yu. As soon as I turned off the energy concealment jade pendant given by Miss Matriarch, I was immediately discovered. The five senses of an innate realm expert are really keen. Yu, you've made great progress in your martial arts, as you managed to sneak within 3 zhang of Dad before I noticed you. Good, very good. So this was the pleasant surprise. Looking at your new appearance, could it be that you killed Xie Yan, the magical dignified prince, whose beauty is rumored to be as that of an immortal? Did he also become part of your human face mask collection? Father is wise indeed, as with only one glance, you were able to speculate the whole picture. Bai Suyuan and Xie Yan of the Maching sect were secretly in cahoots, in a futile attempt to unite together against us. But I made the first step, and took his place after killing him. Now Xie Yan and I are one and the same. Could it be that you want to use his identity to deal with the Maching sect? But it's said that Xie Yan has mastered the Maching sect's innate realm technique, the finger of flowery swords, which requires one to be a handsome man to be able to. Ahem, Dad doesn't mean to say that your looks are unsightly. I'm just concerned that you won't be able to imitate finger of flowery swords. How can you impersonate him thoroughly like this? Rest assured, Father, with how extraordinary my mantra of formlessness is, how can I not be able to imitate a trifling technique like the finger of flowery swords? Come, let's go to the courtyard for some practice. If Dad can't spot any discrepancies, then everything will be fine. These two siblings are of some note in the world of martial arts. Both of them are at the 8th layer of the acquired realm, and they can even fight against an innate realm expert when they join forces. But when they came across Dad, they were easily killed with barely a single blow, and are now being controlled by my secret technique. Now's the perfect time to use them as your sparring partners. Why you? Father, let them give it all they've got. Embodiment of the Kylan. Divine impact of Zen. Father, this is the unique technique Xie Yin developed himself based on the Heavenly Guard, which not only has a stronger defensive ability, but can also reflect the attacks of one's opponent. Next up is this. Although I have fooled Gui, when all is said and done, they're still father and son, and I don't know some of the little habits Gu Huayu used to have when he was alive, so it's highly likely I'll be exposed the more I come into contact with him. That's why I want to take this opportunity to show that I'm a different person now, so that if I do let something slip later, it will be easier to explain. Finger of flowery swords. Over the clouds soaring rock. It's a good imitation, but it's not quite up to the level of bending and turning as one pleases, and it's easily dodged by motion techniques. It seems that he isn't yet a match for your two puppets. Want to dodge? I've come up with a new technique based on the mantra of formlessness by fusing various kinds of techniques I've collected. It is called Flawless 8 Difficulties. Animal Difficulties. You can't dodge now, can you? Ha ha ha. Despite being limited by my strength, this move isn't as powerful in the main world as it was in that minor world. It can only be used as a crowd control technique and transform them for a few breaths at most, but that's enough when experts trade blows. Victory or defeat is decided in a split second. Huayu, what a sinister technique you have. How did you gain insight into it? Don't you think it's beautiful, Father? All who grovel before beauty will become mere bones, and naught but animals lie underneath human skin. Yeah, I should act a little crazy, but not overly so. I had heard that the finger of flowery swords, when practiced to its fullest extent, can turn the person it kills into flower petals as far as the eye can see. What a magnificent and shocking death. It was only by reverse engineering the finger of flowery swords, from the most beautiful to the most ugly, that I was able to gain insight into the 8 difficulties demonic technique. With such insightfulness, my son, Huayu, has practically the bearing of an immortal at the heavenly realm. However, his nature is rather unstable. Has something set him off? Back then, I gave Huayu to Lu Qimei in the hope that he would use her to temper his lust, but could it be that he became obsessed with her body, and because of my relationship with her, grew disoriented and found it difficult to free himself instead? What kind of feminine wiles has that slut, Lu Qimei, pulled on my son? Oh my! Gui has surprisingly offered me a small tribute of origin points, but what did he cook up in his mind that was so astonishing? At the moment when the plan is at a critical phase, I have to go back and ponder over the details. Moreover, my father and aunt would like to talk business about later. Don't so I to disturb one more. This evening my nephew and I will talk about business. If there are we 3 people, we'll have a teacher. Maybe we can develop a better way to play. That's monkey business. Mr. Gu? Huayu, go do something productive, and then I'll give you some advice on martial arts. It seems that Lu Qimei didn't do anything. She asked my son to make plans and deal with the overall situation. Although she could sharpen Huayu, this woman was a bit at ease. Then I'll leave first. Why did Gui change her attitude towards Lu Qimei? The view of bliss. Oh, there is no danger, but this time my father is here to support Lu Qimei, please. Ku? Mr. Xia, please give me more care. Maybe you can think of a way. It was playing with cats, but owls don't seem to be bad. Calculate the combat effectiveness. Tian San, Tian Wu of the Bloody Clothes Building, by Su Yuan of the Blissful Temple, and I'm playing soy sauce nearby. We can't win against Gui and Lu Qimei. If several members of the demon sect were born, they would be more stable. But the key is that there is no need to fight for Bai Siyuan. Gui is the vice leader of the Heart Evil sect. After killing Lu Qimei, Bai Siyuan can help us solve the future problems. If Gui was dead, then we would provoke the enemy, and the gain is not worth the loss. Any fool would do this. Should I dump Bai Swillian and avoid getting involved in this? Wait, there's no need. The father must be closer to his son. Mr. Xie Yin? Just change the plan and see if Guyi chooses an old lover or his own good son. Chinger, send a letter to Bai Suyuan for me later. Okay, give it to Chinger. Just received the news. It seems that GE has come in person. This is a big trouble. Xiaoyan has disappeared in recent days. He can't be found. The worst case is that the stinky away boy has slipped demon and the love sect will no longer intervene. What should we do? This is. The secret code is right. It's a letter from Xiaoyan. Every time, the boy uses unknown means to send the news into my hand. It's just a ghost. The letter said that he knew Guyi had come in person and his plan had changed. He asked me not to go to Datong City. He had his own way to kill Lu Qingmei. It's really difficult to get off now. I can only do it. I hope he won't let me down. Auction venue of Datong City. Tiansan Tianwu. The killing of Lu Qingmei has changed, and the magic feeling sect and Bai Swillian will not come. Not coming? I'm afraid it's because of Guyi. It seems that the plan has to be cancelled. No, Lu Qingmei will still come that day, and you will continue to be ready to kill her. Kill Lu Qingmei in front of Guyi? It costs more. No, it's not a matter of money, is it? There were no reinforcements from Suyuan and Magic Love Sect. It can't be done at all. Don't worry, it's neither me nor is it the bloody clothes building that really wants Lu Qingmei to die. As for who it is, we will know at that time. When that time comes, you will push the boat and help him. By the way, Ge Huaiyu is really a wonderful person. It's a pity to kill such an interesting toy. I want him to live a long time and enjoy playing with him. Tianwu, you can keep the original relationship with Qinmian. Take it as the last tenderness for your best friend. Was he always that confusing? Don't speculate. He has his own plan. We just have to do it. I'm a little curious. Besides Bai Suyuan and Mo Qingzong, who wants to eradicate Lu Qingmei? The intelligence network of my blood clothes building has not received any news. It seems that the depth of this water is extremely high. A few days later, the planned grand auction began. I changed it into Ge Huaiyu with the technique of face changing. I asked my father and Lu Qingmei to go watch and play together. Since the auction starts at midnight, the bank has a number of entertainment items for your guests to kill time. Distinguished guests, please come inside. Huaiyu, if you like something just say it. Dad will send it to you. Oh, it looks very lively. It's a little interesting. All of them are valuable gold and silver jewelry. Not only are there all kinds of treasures, but the auction house provides all kinds of services into the bargain, such as taking a bath and pushing oil, whatever you want. Well, I'll have to enjoy it. I'm going to go greet Tianwu and check the list of this auction. If there is anything rare, I'll take it in advance. Please show me one. Brother Huaiyu, you and I are in different positions now. It's hard for me to make such a swagger in front of myself. Brother Tianwu, your bloody clothes building claims to be open to all visitors and dares to accept any business. Why do you want to shut me out? If you are just talking about business, you can have a chat, but you have to make a statement in advance. If you want to assassinate Xiaoyan, don't mention me. No one dares to take over the whole bloody clothes building. I don't know what background Xiaoyan has, but the person I want to kill is not him, but Lu Qingmei, the great elder of the blissful temple. What? Brother Huaiyu, are you right? Isn't your heart demon sect always supporting Lu Qingmei to win the throne? I've made thousands of calculations, but I haven't counted the other person mentioned by Dizong. Actually, it's Ge Huaiyu. The water is really deep. Is this your own idea or bias, Lord G's? If he tries to stop it, I can't do anything about it. Of course, I will persuade Dad and even let him do the same. In advance, it is really Vice Patriarch Ge who does not stop me. Otherwise, I don't want to be besieged by two congenital enemies. Huaiyu, are you back? Where's my aunt? Women can't sit still when they see all the treasures in the auction. Come on, have a few drinks with me. How can I feel that Huaiyu is not too close to me? I'm just depressed from the bottom of my heart. I don't know whether I should say it or not. But because of your aunt? Huaiyu, I only have you. What can't you tell me? My father is also aware of it. Let me tell you the truth. I have been accompanying Lu Qingmei recently. she seems to be in secret contact with unknown people besides us. And I often ask, would have been prevaricated by her in the past. Finally, just recently, I found that this is a love letter, and it is Su Min's handwriting. Lu Qingmei and Su Min have such a past? And my aunt know Lu Qingmei, a woman that said she was practicing with me to sharpen my lust. Instead, she just squeezed my essence with the secret method of double cultivation of blissful view. Fortunately, I woke up early, but she kept pestering me. Huayu, let me have a look at your 8 channels. I thought Huayu was fascinated by Lu Qingmei, but I didn't think it was more serious. How dare she do that? Blit, fortunately, the foundation is not damaged, and it only needs you to cultivate your body together with your nature. Mom, I just said that casually, really kidney deficiency. Shinsi, you squeezed me too much before. Dad, I know that Lu Qingmei is of great use to you, but I'm afraid that she is one of Su Min's people. She intends to do harm to Ji family. It's quite suspicious indeed. Why, you can rest assured that I'm just not easy to move her now. When all the dust settles, I'll find out clearly. I'm afraid it's too late. I have a plan. I can immediately see whether Lu Qingmei is loyal or treacherous. At that time, the cauliflower will be cold, and Gui will have to be forced. We are so. Some of them were in a hurry, but it was okay. I followed Huayu's plan. Are you satisfied with this strength? Well, comfortable. My aunt enjoys it. Here comes my nephew. The technique used here is really good. Massage tools can also work on my innate body. Do you want it or not? What's the use of massage alone? I'm enjoying it more. I don't know if my aunt would appreciate it. There are so many people here. It's better to find a quiet and remote place. Wild. Nephew, you have learned how to play. Outskirts of Datong City. My plan is actually very simple. Gui was asked to find an excuse to stay at the meeting. I took Lu Qingmei to a deserted place and reminded her, according to my father's opinion, if we beat around Lu Qingmei, I'm afraid she won't admit it at all. Instead, we stunned the snake in the outskirts of Datong City. Only Lu Qingmei and I were alone. At this time, I tried her again and again. She was most likely going to kill me. But in fact, the best place is in the basement of the auction house. It's a pity that I can't say that to Gui. In Gui's known, the basement is such a narrow space. Only when Lu Qingmei becomes stupid will she kill Gu Huayu. This will not clear your suspicions. The only way Lu Qingmei can kill Ji Huayu is in your dreams. So, I can only choose here. Fortunately, the god-hating and ghost-disgusting can make Lu Qingmei hate me in theory. At the same time, when I was on Lu Qingmei, Tian-san and Tian-Wu would help Gui hide his breath and follow us. When I was testing Lu Qingmei, Gui could hear me. It's a good thing that Lu Qingmei is innocent, but if she is greasy, we ought to solve her immediately. Hee, how can I make her innocent? Nephew, I didn't expect you to like this kind of place. But I like it too. What happened, my boy? What kind of new fun is this? I'll tell you the truth, I didn't bring my aunt here for fun, but I had something to ask. My aunt, what are you hiding from me? Haven't you seen all of me? How can I hide it from you? My aunt, are you going to put things so plainly? I ask you, do you know the handwriting on this letter? Yes? Yes, of course. Isn't it? The god-hating and ghost-disgusting 40%. Shut up. Even until now, you still don't want to admit it. You and Su Min's adultery. When are you going to make it known? Now I got the 8th suffering skill. Not only can my god-hating and ghost-disgusting perform group messaging but also private chat. Irony works better. Even if you are an inborn master, you do get angry too. IQ is dropped. Now you just want to shoot me to death. What adultery? You're speaking nonsense. Since I can't ask for the result, I will give this letter to my dad. Judging me is up to him. He can hold back from hitting me. You deserve to be an inborn master. See how long you can beat me. Stop, stop! I'll slap you to death. Too fierce. This is the innate rage of the master. My defenses Heavenly Gate Quake Zen were smashed. The Trua was exhausted in an instant. It's still too much of a gap. Bloody hell. Die! This way, the play is lifelike. My mouth, which is filled with blood, will change your life. Bitch. Don't touch my boy. My dad finally did it. You really have a grudge against our G family. I love you so much, bitch. Honey, what are you doing? What happened to me? If I don't come, my son will be killed by you. Something's wrong. What happened to me just now? Nephew, are you okay? What? Look, my dad's here and you're pretending to be pure again? Set the God-hating and goes disgusting up again. It seems that she has encountered a strong stimulus and resisted my God-hating and goes disgusting, but I can set it up again easily. And as long as she resents me, my 8 difficulties evil chi will continue to flow. Even the Nirvana finger has been saved. Go there is only death, mine or yours. Bliss! Put your body image. Die. Step back. Your blissful temple has a bliss butcher body image. My devil inside sect has a demon from devil inside hell. Playing table tennis, I don't know who would win and who will lose, but who cares? Bro Tian Wu and Tian San, my dad's in the game, aren't you going to help? Bloodcoat Building's case, never lose. If there's a flaw, we'll do it. How can I fight with you? It's you. Stop it, I can explain. Lu Chi Mei, you are not my opponent. Don't try to make me merciful with words. If you really want to explain, you should immediately remove your body image, then I will listen to your explanation. Okay. It's weird. What? Blood begonia is corroding. Bloodcoat Building? Gui, you hired killers. It's been a long time since I killed the Inborn Master. Latent shadows swaying stab. It's not Huayu's fault. Your father and son conspired to kill me. I will drag you to hell with me even if I die. Bliss butcher body image. Explosion. She's going to blow herself up. Back. Bloodcoat Building, who ordered you? Dogs. I'll come back for you sooner or later. The soul is out of the body of the blissful temple. I've been cheated. Lu Chi Mei, with the help of self-explosion, give up the body, let the soul escape. Lu Chi Mei got soul out? The soul is swift as thunder, we can't catch up. As long as she finds the body, within 10 years, Lu Chi Mei will be able to restore the strength of the Inborn Master. Since she has practiced this skill, I'm afraid she has already prepared a suitable body. In this way, it can be recovered in 3 years. It seems that the Ji family and his son will be in trouble in the future. Wait. Lu Chi Mei has already escaped. How can she come back and go to Huayu? Weak soul. No fighting power. She came back to die? I'll kill you. It's not so easy to kill a natural expert in the wild, but I have a plug-in. The mockery skills of God-hating and ghost disgusting is amazing. Whether you're a human being or a ghost, you can't escape. You come to kill me. Flowers wither. The cutie's sword finger. Goodbye, Lu Chi Mei. Huayu. I'm okay. It was too urgent. I had to use my full strength, but I didn't think I'd kill Lu Chi Mei. I only care about your safety. That whore had no strength when she was a true spirit, but all she could think was killing you. However, she didn't know you had concealed your strength and comprehended Withering Strike. She was asking for it. Shame that I have to give up on incorporating the Bliss Temple, since Lu Chi Mei has been dead. Why are the 2 assassins from the Bloodthirst sect attacking her? If it weren't for them, perhaps I could catch Lu Chi Mei alive. They helped us out of kindness. No one knew what Lu Chi Mei had up in her sleeves. Forget it, she's dead after all. It won't make any sense. Return to the Shima sect with me, Huayu. Huh? I can go to the Shima sect? It must be risky, but it will reward much. Even Gui can't find anything wrong with my identity, so there shouldn't be anyone questioning me in the Shima sect. Okay. You have kept telling me you were about to reach the pre-celestial stage since the year before last year, but you failed all the time. I thought about it for months, and I learned why. I managed to get you a chance of getting the demonic enlightenment. That'll help you break through. Huh? Demonic enlightenment? What's that? It doesn't sound like a good thing, and Sky 5 never told me anything about that. Should Huayu know this or not? I dare not to find out. The faceless mantra you obtained by chance is incomplete. It makes you the child thousand faces, but it can't help you reach the pre-celestial stage. That's why you can't make any progress with so many martial arts. You only know the forms, but not the essences. It has become your burden and stopped you from breaking through. I'll take you back to our sect's ancestral shrine. Then I'll use the demonic thoughts that our former masters left to enlighten you. It'll get rid of all the non-Shinmo martial arts on you. Only purity can free you and reach the pre-celestial stage. I'm such an unfilial son to let you worry so much for me. Get rid of all the non-Shinmo martial arts. Then no martial act will be left. Can the system get them back for me? Damn, it's getting more horrible as I think about this. After that, the demonic thoughts will take your soul into the Shinmo illusion to accept our former master's pre-celestial enlightenment. The chance of getting demonic enlightenment costs me greatly. Cherish this opportunity and recuperate well these days. Make sure mantra of hexatic senses is your foundation art rather than faceless mantra when you accept demonic enlightenment. Or you'll fail to wake up the thoughts, and at least fail the enlightenment. Your soul may even be devoured. I don't know mantra of hexatic senses at all. So he's saying that the demonic thoughts will devour me? I'm not sure if I can secretly learn mantra of hexatic senses before entering their ancestral shrine. Even if I do, will I have enough time to cultivate it well or change my foundation art? This is all unpredictable. Ahem, thank Father, but I've made up my mind to travel the world and reach the pre-celestial stage myself. What if the demonic enlightenment gives me some kind of restriction even when I muddle through? It's good to reach your goals yourself step by step. It can give you a sense of achievement. Then, but you've said it too many times. Since you can't break the shackles yourself, I have to help you. There won't be another demonic enlightenment for you again. You must listen to me this time. Both Xie Daoyun from the Fanxin sect and Qin Xinci from the Maching sect reached the pre-celestial stage by themselves. Am I inferior to them? I can't make him mad. He may tie me up and send me back to the Shinmo sect directly in that case. I have to convince him. Besides, people will make fun of you and say the powerful Vice sect leader has a loser son if I take the demonic enlightenment. I know this is a great opportunity for me, but I look up to you since I was a kid. I swore that I'd follow in your footsteps and become a great martial artist. I'll reach the pre-celestial stage even without the demonic enlightenment. I won't let you down. Why you? I understand that. That's why you should come with me. The thought of becoming a pre-celestial master has limited you. Your chi will deviate if I let you keep this up. I won't let that happen. I only think the best for you, Huayu. Don't let my efforts go in vain. Oh no, Guyi is determined to take his son back. Plain words can't nave him us up on this. I have to take an extreme measure. I know you only think the best for me, Father. Good. Then let's. But I won't say yes. Don't you understand? I'll never let any external force help me reach the pre-celestial stage. Nonsense. This has to end. If I can't be perfect, I'd rather die. Becoming a pre-celestial master has become my obsession. If I can't break the limits myself, there will be no bright future for me. It won't work even if you knock me out and take me back forcibly. I have plenty of ways to kill myself during the demonic enlightenment. Are you insane? Why you? No madness, no survival. I know you think the best for me, but I'm determined to reach the pre-celestial stage by myself, or I'd rather die. I'm always proud of you, Father, and I want you to be proud of me someday as well. The new generation of the Ji family must exceed the last one every time. How can it stop at me? Why you? It's all my fault. You're having a tough time catching up with me because I'm too powerful. Ha, what a stubborn brat, but that's my boy. Sorry. Your boy's dead. Fine, I'll give you another 2 years. If you can't make a breakthrough in 2 years, there's nothing you can do to stop me from taking you back to the Shinmo sect. Thank Father. Ah! What happened to your face, Master? It's fine. I was worried that Guyi might suspect me, so I destroyed my true face under the mask. That way, I could try my luck when I had to take the mask off, but Guyi didn't suspect me at all. I overestimated him. With that sense of precaution, I don't think he can win Suman Finger of Nirvana. How insightful you are, Master. But that was too risky. What if Ji didn't listen to you and take you away forcibly? You don't know men. Chinger. A man would only be moved by 2 things. His sworn brother takes a fatal strike for him, and his biological child sees him as a role model and wants to be someone like him. He is close to his son, so it's easier for him to be moved and free me. You understood him right after meeting him. How great you are, master. Enough of the chit-chat. I messaged Bai Suyuan before taking care of Lu Qimei. She should be waiting at the foot of Guang Mountain now. Let's go meet her. Sure. Let's go. You came early, Miss Bai. I told you to come at dawn. What did you do, charming jade child? You messaged me that you'd do something big tonight, and then pre-celestial martial artists were fighting outside of Datong City. My people dared not to go closer to avoid exposing themselves, but they saw that Lu Qimei cast Joyous Buddha incarnation to fight someone. They went up to the site after the fight, but found no trace. The process doesn't matter as long as the result is good. As for the result, Lu Qimei is dead, and people from the Shinma sect were gone. You'll be the next leader of the Bliss Temple. Are you happy now? What? Lu Qimei is dead? But my people didn't find any corpses. Is she really dead? Believe it or not, I've completed my task. People from the Maching sect will come to you later. Don't forget what you promised, Miss Bai. Charming Jade Child is mysterious and unpredictable, but he always keeps his promises. It's enviable that the Maching sect has such an uncanny talent. Let's go back to ask the sect leader for arts. Master. Slow down. I told you to come back to me, but you refused. Do you need a shot of Finger of Nirvana? No. I just want to fly with you. Coo. Fine. We're not in a hurry since the business is done. I'll take it slow with you. Wow. You're so nice, Master. I love you. Good to hear that. Let's go. I feel like I forgot something. Well, it can't be important since I've forgotten about it. Never mind. Coo? On the other side. I haven't fought a pre-celestial martial artist for a long time. That was nice. What's your next move, Sky 3? It's pointless to stay in Datong City, since Xidagarba has found me. I plan to return to Jiangling City. Speaking of Xidagarba, I keep feeling like I forgot something, but I can't recall it. Something must have happened between Xidagarba and Guhuayu, or they wouldn't let us bump into. No, it's not about that. Damn. Where's my silver? Guhuayu hasn't paid me yet. A few days later, Mulching sect. I didn't expect Lu Qimei was such a dissolute woman. She and Dang Hanchen were like two extremes. She had hooked up with two of her sect's arch-rivals, not to mention the father-son sharing thing. What a slew. Ahem, I mean she was shameless. Evil sects have a bad reputation because of people like her. Thanks to her lust, I found a chance to incite Ji Huayu into a fight with her. We got all the goodies at no cost. Master Xie Yin is the best. Well done, you two. What reward do you want? As long as it's within a reasonable scope, I'll make it happen. I want you to caress my head. Here, here. It's my duty to think the best for our sect. Besides, you've given me an artifact. I shouldn't ask for more. However, my progress on Finger of Flowery Swords has reached a bottleneck. I couldn't make a breakthrough no matter how hard I tried. I rushed back here in the hope that you might enlighten me. He really tried his best. I can vouch for him. Makes sense. Withering Strike is the watershed. If you can break through this bottleneck, you'll reach the pre-celestial stage in no time. Tell me what to do then, you. What to do? I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Previous sect leader Wintingelan invented Finger of Flowery Swords himself. Nearly no one had mastered it besides himself, because the prerequisites are too hard to meet, so there's no well-known experience to use for reference. You've been very talented to learn Withering Strike. Sect leader Wen must have given you his blessing. Different foundation arts have different ways to break through. Methods that worked on others may not work on you. I don't know Finger of Flowery Swords well, so I can't help you. That was unexpected. Can I only be stuck at the 9th level of the post-celestial stage and say goodbye to the pre-celestial stage? Is that how a pretty man like me goes down? Master, it's rare to see you frustrated like this. That's impressive. There's hope for you. There are written breakthrough methods for all foundation arts. If it's not in the book of Finger of Flowery Swords, you can check other books at the Depository of Martial Arts Manuals. When Tingyun invented Finger of Flowery Swords himself after all. Perhaps he wrote it in another book. Be patient even if you can't find it. You're gifted enough to break through naturally. It's only a matter of time. Looks like that's all I can do now. Thanks for the comfort, you. I'll give you some time to rest well. I can encourage Blue Joker to write new books as well. The latter sentence is the whole point. Right? Only the most beautiful men can cultivate finger of flowery swords. I should have known that you wouldn't know much about it. According to her, no one can help you besides Wen Tingyun, right? Wen Tingyun was the 48th sect leader. He had gone for centuries. Looks like searching for clues at the depository of martial arts manuals is my only option now. I hope Mr. Wen liked writing his autobiography or whatnot. What are you looking for? Finger of Flowery Swords records that the 48th sect leader, Wen Tingyun, wrote. I'm not picky. Show me everything relevant. Wen Tingyun, there are no records specific in Finger of Flowery Swords, but there are some books about him. Then please relieve the interdiction for me so that I can have a look. Ha, smart kid, follow me. The bookshelf right here is exclusive for flowery anecdotes. I've removed the interdiction. Enjoy. That many? Then I'll start. How's your little ghost? Why didn't you bring her? She wouldn't come because your heroic aura frightened her, and she did something bad the last time she saw you. Is that so? I thought I could teach her about some secret cultivation methods for ghosts of reality. No need. This seems to be a travelogue that Wen Tingyun wrote when he was traveling the world. He met numerous beautiful women during the trip and slept in the same bed with them. What the hell? Experience in Snow Mountain. Trapped in an ice cave with a princess of Snow tribe, warming each other face to face and naked. Met noble twins on the way to the Tang Empire, having fun and cultivating with the twins in a hot spring. The youngest female disciple of the Huanqi sect captured innocent girls to test her drugs. After subduing her, he used his body as the cure and detoxified the innocent girls. I didn't even know such a position. The inventor of Finger of Flowery Swords indeed. So creative. I feel like it's been a long time. What time is it? Noon? The perfect time for lovemaking. What? Damn. How could I waste my time on a porno? No way. I can't indulge myself in this. My Finger of Flowery Swords is waiting for me to upgrade it. Are there other books about Wen Tingyun? Not something like the flowery anecdote. I want to find the clues of how to reach the pre-celestial stage of Finger of Flowery Swords. Wen Tingyun is one of the most talented and brilliant people in the Moqing sect. There are so many legends about him that make you lose count. Are you sure not to keep reading? Legendary indeed. And I think this bookshelf should be named Wen Tingyun's Autobiography of Pickups. Just not for me. Yes, I'm sure. I came for Finger of Flowery Swords. Not for how to hook up with girls. Don't misguide me, sir. Finger of Flowery Swords is Wen Tingyun's most impressive masterpiece. He spent his life inventing and perfecting it. How can you understand its true essence without knowing Wen Tingyun well? The secret of Finger of Flowery Swords hides in this bookshelf. I allow you to take the books back to read. But you mustn't tell anyone else about this. Look for the secret yourself. If you can't learn anything after reading all of them, you don't deserve to master it. Then accept the fact and change your foundation art. I think demonic mantra suits you as well. It'll make you ugly, but you're pretty enough. The deformation has to stop somewhere anyway. No. Thanks. The writing style is amazing. Shame that I can't share it with sect leader. Could the old man be lying, master? It's a porno no matter how I see it. The imparting elder wouldn't lie to me for no reason. Maybe the porno. Maybe the series of flowery anecdotes are where the secret hides. I should read them well. Okay, I can't help with that, but I can do the pep talk. In the following days, I read flowery anecdotes in the day and wrote a new book at night. The book is an ethical masterpiece inspired by Lu Qimei. It became well received, and I received origin points from many readers. And I did find clues about Finger of Flowery Swords. How many times have you read the pornos, master? Why are you reading them again? Are you sure the old man didn't lie to you? I can almost recite the stories after so many times of reading. I finally found Wen Tingyun's point throughout the stories that I had ignored. Women. Flowery anecdotes are books of pickups, but he obscurely categorized beautiful women. Different types of beautiful women provide different smells of beauties. Perhaps the key to the pre-celestial stage isn't about me, it's about a certain type of beautiful woman. Wow, you even found it out in pornos? I've got the clue. Now I should find a beautiful woman who can help me reach the pre-celestial stage. It's time to say goodbye to the sect leader and go on an adventure. Are you leaving so soon? Thanks to you, I've found the method to reach the pre-celestial stage with finger of flowery swords. I should tour the Han Empire to seek the chance. In this case, off you go. Oh right, Shinsi messaged me that she returned to the Maching sect today. Are you sure not to stay for a while longer to reunite with her? No, I've called a carriage, and it's bad to keep it waiting. I should go. Why use Rainbow Shift to catch a carriage? I'm back, Master. Shinsi? How's it going with Xiaoyan? He hasn't sent any messages for a while. Did something go wrong during the Bliss Temple operation? He's settled it, don't you know? Now he'll tour the Han Empire to reach the pre-celestial stage. You could have seen him if you had come a bit earlier. Huh? I saw a rainbow flash by. Was it him? He ran away? He must have done it on purpose. I was thinking about rewarding him tonight with new positions. That's his bad luck. Damn it! I think I saw someone in the sky, but I didn't have the time to check if it was Shinsi. Whatever, I gotta run. Ku? Wait for me, Master. Shinsi would drain me if she caught me, and I want a healthy kidney. I won't even meet her if I can't get on top of her and reach the pre-celestial stage. By the way, who's this beautiful woman we're looking for, Master? According to flowery anecdotes, there are different smells of beauties that beautiful women can provide. Enthusiastic smell of beauties is thick and aggressive, and it can be fast converted to flowery sword power, while gentle smell of beauties is tranquil and constant, and it's friendly to cultivators who are not good at flirting. I need an innocent, stunning, divine woman to help me reach the pre-celestial stage. Such a woman's smell is so pure that it's the best to break through the bottleneck. I can obtain it by winning her heart. Humph. Enthusiastic, gentle, divine. I can't understand it all. How should we find her? Don't worry, I have an idea. We rarely get some leisure time, so let's take it slow. Shame that you knows me too well, and she thinks we're superior and subordinate. Otherwise, she'll be my best choice. Where should we go first? Perhaps we should visit my parents in my hometown. Visiting the parents? It's so soon. I didn't notice this when I accepted the original Xiaoyan's memory, but now that I'm on my way back home. Are we close, Master? Not yet. Are we close, Master? Not yet. Are we close, Master? Not yet. Is the original Xiaoyan's hometown called Farthest Village? It's like 10,000 miles away from the Maching sect. Master. Not. I know not yet. You must be tired. It's your first time going so far away from home. I'm not tired, Master. I finally know how capable Shinsi is. She found the original Xiaoyan from nowhere and managed to take him back to the Maching sect. What kind of good luck and fortitude one has to have to do that? No wonder she could reach the pre-celestial stage. I've made some peony cakes for you, Mr. Xie. Still fresh and hot, try some. Thank you, Miss Wang. We're close to our destination and happen to catch a ride on the way. Perhaps you should be my man since you like my cake so much. I'll guarantee a rich life for the rest of your life. How can you take advantage of Master again? Take my roar. How? Why is his carriage colder than others? I'm too shy to stay in this carriage if you say that again, Miss Wang. The carriage owner is a beauty lover though. She always comes on to me. You're such a prim man, forget it. Find me anytime when you come around. I'll keep my door open for you. Miss Wang was a rich man's wife in Rock City, a place near the Xie village. She's tough. She lost her husband at such a young age, but managed to clutch her dead husband's business and run it even better. A typical able woman. I don't care. Even I'm prettier than Miss Wang, not to mention Shinsi. I only care if your female friends are top-notch beauties. What are you thinking all day, Chinger? Someone came to harass you every time after she came. It's annoying. See? He's here again. It's just a bachelor that dreams of having a girlfriend. Let's sympathize with him. Are you here to have a chat with me again, Mr. Zhou? Ha! An unworldly toy boy like you would never understand the dark side of this world without my lecture. Ever heard of the evil wooing bandits? Their base is right ahead of us. You'd better stay in this carriage all the way to avoid causing any trouble for me. And don't think about hitting on Miss Wang either. Nobody cares if you die, but nothing can happen to Miss Wang. Only a gallant man like me can protect Miss Wang. Is Miss Wang looking at me? Ouch. Ah. My eyes. My eyes hurt. I'm gonna be blind. Who the hell sneak attacked me? What's his problem? Don't listen to him, Mr. Xie. I've asked around, and the winged bandits are feeling peaceful these days. I wouldn't pass by this place now if not. What's wrong with Mr. Zhou? He picks fights with Mr. Xie and acts all the time weirdly. Is he possessed? I'll surely listen to you, Miss Wang. The rest should be over soon. We'd better set off as soon as possible. Sure. I'll gather the men. Mr. Zhou, you should go to temples and ask for monks' help. Miss Wang. This is not over, Xie Yin. I'll get even with you. He ran away. I haven't absorbed all his life energy yet. He'd be dead if you did. They do this every single day, Master. Aren't you annoyed? We're taking their ride and eating their cakes. Let's not complain about that small problem. Fine. I only care about your comfort. I'll absorb less life energy next time. Master? Something wrong is happening in the front. I run this mountain, and I planted the trees. If you wish to pass this road, leave us the toll. The winged bandits, they always kill others without blinking an eye. Oh no! We're doomed. Winged bandits? I was told that they wouldn't rob people. Why did all this happen? What's the big deal? With my presence, bandits are nothing to be afraid of. Winged bandits are vicious thugs. Their chief is at the 4th level of the post-celestial stage, and he's one of the strongest nearby. I'm only at the 3rd level, not a match for him. I can only make a breach for Miss Wang to run. Get them. Ha! I've been planning for such a long time to rob you. There's no way for you to run. Chief, kidnap the woman on the carriage in the middle. She's the leader, and we can exchange her for ransom. Kill all the others. Whoever gets closer to her will be beheaded. Don't worry, Miss Wang. I won't let anything happen to you. Mr. Zhou. Ha! The small fleet we just robbed didn't even have a woman. Now we have 3. We need the old one to exchange for money. You can have the other 2. Ha ha ha, thanks, Chief. Miss Wang. Chief? I'm in a hurry. Please make a way. This man. I couldn't sense his presence in such a short distance. Is he strong? But of course, I can't argue if you insist on blocking the road. Everyone fears us men of ferocity and blood, but he's still smiling. Besides, judging from his clothes, he must come from a rich and powerful family. Even if we manage to kill him, his family may hunt Lise down. Sure, I'm making the way. I can only do things the hard way, huh? I was too blind to see that you got this fleet covered, sir. We're making the way now. Release that woman. Chief? It's a shame to let that woman go, but I just robbed someone else. One can never be too careful. My guts tell me that I can't mess with this man. This is just a misunderstanding. We'll leave. Huh? Why don't you play by the book? I'm so scared, Mr. Xie. You are wise, buddy. I admire your ability to adjust to changing circumstances. What a cunning man. With such abilities, why does he have to be a bandit? Well, I'm flattered. I'm just a bumpkin who can only make a living this way. I only rob rich people, not the poor ones. Does he plan to uphold this? Looks like he is indeed tough to handle. I must send him away and think about if I should change a mountain to live on later. That's obvious. The poor don't have money for you to rob. Do you think rich people get money by doing nothing? Do you think what you're doing is right? You're right, sir. I'll take my brothers to retire and gradually learn to be good men. I'll help you remove the obstacle first. You? Remove that tree. Oh, I see. He's too slippery. I can't find an excuse to start a fight. Don't you think it's absurd for bandits to be reasonable? You're right, sir. I am a clown. Then play by the book. Demonic art of Ogdoad tribulations, abomination.